Yo, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna go over some replays because I pushed up to 6747 using this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. I prefer Tombstone, but it's not super good in the meta. So I beat this Lava Hound matchup. That's like a really hard matchup. So I'm definitely gonna watch that one. This Golem one we'll watch, and then I played a 2.6 player. I lost to this guy. And then I faced Big Spin, which is a professional player. You can see his profile, I'm not lying. 100 GC wins. He's like the best graveyard player in the world. He ended up beating me with a play, with a really good play. And then we'll start off with JP, who already pushed up to 7,000 trophies since I faced him 4 hours ago. Wow. Okay, so we're going to watch the first match. And I'm kind of just going to go over like how I beat him. And then we will jump into the next match. Alright, so right here, I'm just going to leak Elixir just to make sure that I can hold my tornado in the perfect spot, which is 2 tiles above your king tower. It's the second tile above your king tower, either on the left or right, depending on which side they drop it on. So he's going to go Ice Golem in the back. So as soon as he does that with the Musketeer, I kind of know that this is 2.6. So I'm just going to poison that, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that poison value. Get rid of that. So he cycles skeletons to try and outcycle me, but I got a really good Goblin Hut down. Or not Goblin Hut. I always get the two mixed. So he's gonna log. I actually predicted skeletons right there. I knew he would skeletons, which I forced out a defensive hog, and so I just tornadoed that. Okay, so he drops a ice golem right here. I know that if I drop a high baby dragon to try and kill this ice golem, he's just gonna drop a high musketeer and shred the baby dragon. So I'm trying to drop it kind of low. So I was gonna just bar barrel it, but I decided to bar barrel and poison because I knew he would try and probably protect it. And I do end up getting the I do get the hut down. So right here, I'm not gonna do any crazy plays like trying to predict skeletons or something. Not again. Just because I don't know if I would do that play again. So he's trying to cycle back to another hog. So I'm just going to drop everything and try and avoid, so he can't fireball both the baby dragon and my ice whiz. Because that's what he's trying to do, but I'm not going to let him do that. He can have the Valk in the baby dragon, but he can't have the ice whiz in the baby dragon. So I go in for a graveyard right here, and I'm going to poison on offense. He's probably going to go in for a hog as soon as he gets enough elixir. So I just barbarian barrel his musketeer, and I knew he was going to fireball, so I just tornadoed it off. So right here I'm just going to probably reset with like a Valk towards the bottom, but not all the way in the bottom. Yep. And so that's to like basically predict him to like go in at the bridge if I do that. Really good hog 2.6 players will usually go opposite lane. He played it differently than most hog players ever play against me. And I mean, he still got pretty close. It's still a pretty close game, so it just shows that, you know, if you're good enough, you can almost win everything. It's right there, cycling back. So it gives me really good poison value here. Definitely going to take that. And just get ready for his next hog, because I know it's coming. And I have tornado ready to tornado it back. So here, that was a really bad cannon, in my opinion. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a pro. But I see what he was going for, but it didn't really work out for him because I ended up getting a lot of damage. And I actually drop a Valk to make sure that Hog Rider didn't get even a single hit. So right here I actually tornado his Musketeer in because I just can't let him get that damage. But I dropped the Goblin Cage like 1 second too late, so he gets 2 hits and it actually puts him in the lead. So he cannons on defense. I think he kind of messes up here by leaking that much elixir. So I just go in for a Graveyard Poison. And then Barb Barrel, I'm basically just cycling back so I have a counter to Hog. So now I'm not going to give him any more Fireball value. And I just drop Baby Dragons at the bridge and go straight in. Because I already had the other one still alive. And that's basically a good game. And so that was versus I Am JP. Maybe you guys know who that is, maybe you don't. So right now he's at 7,023. He's pushed about oh my gosh, like 400 trophies in 4 hours. And there's that. And so now we could watch this one real quick. No, okay, I want to watch the hard counter versus Lava Hound. So this is like one of the hardest matchups. There's a lot of hard matchups for Graveyard right now. Graveyard isn't super strong, so he goes Lava Hound right into my Graveyard, so he doesn't have enough for Barbarians, and so he just opts to zap instead. But he basically like loses his tower in one push. And so that was super good for us. I drop an Ice Wiz over to the side because I don't want him to be able to fireball it. And then I just drop a cage in the middle to pull that. The Ice Wiz actually retargets onto it, but because I wanted the King Tower activated, I actually tornado it off. Or I tornado it back to my King. Maybe that was a bad play in retrospect, I'm not too sure. So he has to go in for a Fireball right there, so I protect it with a Barb Barrel to make him zap. And so right here, I know I'm up elixir. So I basically just go Valk at the bridge because I know he doesn't really have anything for it. So yeah, he just lets that go. And right here, I'm pretty scared that he's going to go... he's going to go like at the bridge with the Lava Hound. I'm really surprised he didn't. It probably would have been a better play. Instead, he decides to go for a Tombstone in the back, which is really weird. Yeah, maybe he's playing like really passive here, so like this isn't the way you want to play Lava Hound. You kind of want to just play it like a noob, even though that sounds, you know, weird, but you kind of do. So I'm just going to drop a Valk in the opposite lane because there's really nothing it can do. And I'm going to drop a cage in the middle. I kind of try to protect it here, but it does not work out. So I'm going to poison this and hoping that my King Tower will help it out. So I drop a cage last second. That cage actually basically won me the game because there's only 23 seconds left and he has to get a Lava Hound push down now. And he can't push in with just a balloon. I can easily defend a balloon and he knows that. So I drop the Valk to protect my Baby Dragon. With everything right there, there's just no way. And I can just drop a cage and another Ice Wiz, and that's game. Alright, and so because somebody requested 2.6, yeah, because somebody requested 2.6, I guess we'll watch this one in double speed, just because they're having trouble with this matchup in particular. This is an easy matchup, but you know, not everybody understands it. This 2.6 player goes in with Hog and the Golem. He identifies my deck really quick and realizes that I kind of hard counter him. So he had to Fireball on defense. He had a really bad cycle. I didn't really like the way that this guy played compared to JP. I think JP played a lot better than he did. Yeah, so he kind of just dropped a hog right into that and gave me a free activation. So I'm just going to go in for a graveyard. That Goblin Brawler takes out the Musketeer, which is super good for me. I can just go for a Goblin Cage in the middle. That's going to completely deny his hog. I'm just going to set up with a Baby Dragon down low. I'm going to probably poison this Musketeer. I'm going to just drop that because he looked like he was going to go in for a hog, but he actually tried to like trick me, but didn't work. So because he dropped that cannon there, I just go in for a naked graveyard and then poison his Musketeer. And he should have definitely went in for a hog earlier instead of letting me build up time to use my cage. Unlike JP was pressuring at all the right times. So you can kind of see like the difference in better hog players. Yeah, and JP, you know, got a lot more value out of his Musketeer, even though I was poisoning it a lot of times. Just NATO the hog to my king tower there. And slowly but surely, we just kind of chip him out here. You gotta just make sure to cycle all your cheap cards into defend first. You gotta be kind of aggressive versus 2.62 because they don't have very many good answers for 2.6.